Ooh-wee. 10K boys, we did it. What is going on, YouTube? We are back. We are riding to Detroit, Michigan. And as we can see, we are at 10,000 miles. Let's go, man. I am juiced up. Alright, so 10K. That's what I've been talking about for the last video I put out. I'll tag the link to that. I was just really juiced up about getting to 10,000 miles, man. I am on my way right now to get my service done by Motown Harley Davidson in Taylor, Michigan. We are currently riding. We are in Michigan right now. We're about 20 minutes out from the dealer, so I decided what a perfect time to start talking about my bike. I didn't really introduce my bike too much last week. You guys know I ride a road glide, as you can see through the video. It is a 2022 road glide. It now has 10,122 miles and counting. We have bought this bike. We got this bike at 1 mile on the dash. Okay, so this is super cool for me. Because first, like I said in my last video, I have never had a bike or a vehicle or anything that was brand new and I rode those miles on it. So I've been here every step of the way with this bike, getting it serviced, getting everything done, parts, which we're going to go over in this video, what parts I got, what parts I want to get, maybe, and then we're going to pull up to the dealer. We're going to probably look around at the dealer a little bit while they're servicing my bike. Probably take a couple hours. And once they're done, that's it. We're back on the road, and we're pushing for another 10K. Alright, so let's get this video started. So we're going to go over all the parts that I got on this bike. So, like I said, this is a 22 road glide. So, as you can see, even just looking at this front here, and this is not what the original road glide looks like if you're looking at just a Google video, okay? So, I found it really important to get a lot of different parts to make this bike mine, alright? I am 6'2", 6'3" on a good day, 6'2", 300 pounds, and a stock road glide is just not going to cut it with the parts. Now, the engine was fine, okay? I didn't really change the engine that much anyway, at least not yet. But everything else to make it comfortable, I needed to upgrade and change so I could be comfortable to do long trips like this. Because even like to Detroit from where I live is about 2 hours, okay? If you are not comfortable, that 2 hours is going to feel forever, alright? And people are not very happy when they are sitting there hurting for hours and hours. They don't want to ride anymore, alright? So, I'll go kind of part by part, maybe in order of when I got them. So, I bought this bike with 1 mile on it. So the first thing I changed, as soon as I got the bike delivered to me, was my seats. Alright? I got a Harley tall boy seat. I think it was about $350 or $400. It was like $350, $400. And it pushes you back. For any of you taller riders out there, this seat pushes you back like 1.5 inches to 2 inches, I believe. So, that is a huge deal, especially for comfort. I needed the comfort. My legs are pretty long, so I needed to be pushed back a little bit off the top of the gas tank. All right, so just for my comfort. After looking at videos and YouTubes, I kind of figured that like one of the main things I should change is my seat. So, and the seat kind of gets you started to other things for comfort that you might need. So the seat, I tell you, Harley Davidson tall boy seat, I bought it straight at the dealership. It was like $350 or $400. Really easy to put on. It's just one screw. All right. Changed it as soon as I picked the bike up. All right. The stock seat, couldn't even tell you where it's at. I think I sold it. All right. So, some people do like the stock seats. I don't. All right. No complaints about the stock seat. I just don't think it's comfortable enough for me to do the rides that I want to do with my body type. The next thing I changed on this bike was I added some saddlebag guards to protect my saddlebags just in case I drop my bike, okay? Me being a newer rider, like I said, I've only had this bike for a couple years, and I've only been riding it for about 2.5 years. Me being a newer rider, I gotta protect my bike, okay? This bike's a lot of money, so you don't wanna drop it and not have the right protection on it, and then you gotta pay for extra stuff that you don't really want to pay for. So I dropped my bike, and if I drop my bike, I'll be very upset. Alright? I did not want to do that. So I got saddlebag guards. There's a state trooper over here hiding in a cut. Luckily that guy over there. See, this is what I love about motorcycles, man. There's some people, definitely in cars, they try to protect you, man. There's a state trooper hiding behind a bridge, trying to surprise speeders, and typically on motorcycles, you're going a little bit faster than speed limit to kind of stay out the way of traffic. But, you know, I'm happy about that guy. I appreciate that guy. So, got the saddlebag guards, protecting my saddlebags, because I do not want to pay for paint correction, and I don't want to pay for nothing extra that I don't have to pay, especially if I make a rookie mistake and drop my bike, doing something stupid that I shouldn't have been doing, probably. The next thing I put on my bike was some slip-on mufflers, okay? So my muffler, my exhaust now is not the same when I first got the bike, but I'll talk about it. So my first exhaust was just a stock exhaust with slip-on Reinhardt 4.5-inch DBXs, okay? And the DBX is like the baffle type. So I put the slip-ons on just to make my bike a little bit louder, a little bit more aggressive. Alright? The one thing you have to have on motorcycles, I believe, is just a little bit of loudness. First, it sounds cool, you know, everybody wants that Harley growl. But for safety, if no cars out here can hear you, you're making it really easy for them to hit you. Alright? I'm not saying they should hit you. I still think people should be actively looking around their situation when they're driving. Same with motorcycles. They should be actively searching the area as they're riding to kind of make sure they don't get hit. But one thing that helps is definitely engine sound. A lot of people hear you before they see your bike. And so if you get a solid muffler, solid flip-ons that are a little bit louder than the stock ones, you will be a little bit safer. I'm not going to say you're going to be perfectly okay because anything can happen. But you will be a little bit safer because people would be able to hear you. And I'll talk about my new exhaust towards the end of this video. So, but I got slip-on Reinhardts. They were like a couple, like $500-600. I got them used. I got them from like a Facebook guy. I knew I wasn't going to keep the mufflers for a long time, so I wasn't going to buy them brand new. And so I was just like, let me get something to kind of be louder than the stock just while riding and learning how to ride more and stuff like that. The next thing I upgraded, or part I got, was these lowers right here. These are soft lowers by Kimimoto. And these were super important, okay? So the first, 3 to 4 months of me riding this bike, I didn't have any of those. And rocks, bugs, the air was just killing my legs, okay? My legs were not doing fine, alright? So bugs, if you ever get hit by a bug on a bike, it's gonna feel like you got hit by somebody threw a hard, super sharp rock at you, okay? It does not feel great. And you instantly might think it's a rock, but it's probably a bug. So a fly, a bee, whatever, for whatever reason, bees and bugs tend to hit you a ton. So you would definitely get hit by bugs. So these are some things that kind of protect me. And it's for, you can say safety, because if you get hit, you kind of startled. So to protect yourself and not be so startled, you get some stuff that helps you with that. So I got this Kimimoto soft levers, or soft lowers, and they protect me a little bit from wind protection, bugs, rocks, stuff like that. The next thing that I got were these highway pegs down here, okay? So the highway pegs were super important for me because after I did one of my first trips on this bike was to about an hour or so away from my house. And it took us about 2 hours to get there because we took side roads. And I was not very comfortable with just my stock handlebars and my seat. I found myself moving a lot after about an hour of riding. And it was because I didn't ride enough yet. But also I just wasn't comfortable. So highway pegs help a lot with, highway pegs help a ton with, just stretching your legs out. If you're a taller rider, even if you're a shorter rider, you want to stretch your legs out occasionally. And these kind of help you put your ankles or heels and you can kind of rest your legs a little bit. That way you're not in a riding position like the whole time you're riding. Definitely if you're intending to take longer trips, you're going to, your hips, your thighs, your butt, that's all gonna hurt. Alright, so until you got to put the miles in the seat, and until you do that, or while you're doing that, you're gonna be in a little bit of pain. But eventually you get used to it, as you get used to your equipment and stuff that you bought, so it's not too bad. The next thing that I upgraded on my bike was my windshield, okay? So I'm a little bit taller in my seat, so my helmet, even if I wear a full face helmet most of the time that I'm riding, sometimes I wear a half helmet unless I'm recording or something, but a lot of the times I wear a full face helmet, or I have a modular on, but I keep it full face. So I was getting wind protection, but the problem was my head was wobbling crazy. So I got this windshield, it's like a 12-inch, it's Clockworks, it's 12 inches, and it kind of deflects the wind over your head. So that was very important to me because, like I said, I want to go on long trips, and the wind buffeting as you start to ride more gets really annoying. In the beginning, you're just like so happy to be in the wind and love the air and everything, but after about 45 minutes to an hour, you're kind of like annoyed by that. It does not feel great on your ears. Your helmet just shaking. It's really annoying. So this helps a lot with the wind protection, okay? And the next part that I got after that, after figuring out all the kind of comfort stuff, the last thing I needed to get was handlebars. So, boom, I got these, alright? These are LA Chopper Hammerhead 12-inch bars, okay? And I found these bars off of YouTube, so this guy that I watch, his name is Psycho Fanatics, you probably know him. If his channel was super popular, definitely if you're a Harley rider. He rides road glides like all the time. He's rode sport bikes, all types of stuff, but he's a really popular rider. His YouTube channel is really huge. I'll put him in the description. But one of his bikes, I think it was his 2020 road glide. I cannot remember the name to my life. I could not remember the name of his bike, but he had these bars on it, and I thought they were super cool looking. I did some research, found out that a lot of people like the way they feel, they're comfortable, and they're really good long distance. And that's super important because with the stock handlebars, your hands are kind of like down here, and it's not great for your shoulders. It's not great for your posture. So what I was told by like my uncle and some other YouTubers that I've been watching, is you kind of want to get handlebars that kind of keep your arms as straight as possible so it's for comfort. Alright, so that was super important to me, and I thought it was really great. So I got these bars on, I put them on myself. You gotta buy some wires and stuff. YouTube videos show you how to do it. It's not very hard, but super important to me, like I said. I also added, at the same time as I was doing the bars, was these Memphis Shades handguards, or they might be Memphis Shades. I think they're just Amazon brand. They were like $20 actually, so they're just Amazon brand. These wind guards, and I put these grips on, alright? Because when you take off your handlebars, The way the stock handlebars come, they are glued to the bars, so you have to like rip them off to kind of, or they stay on your bars, but you can't really get them off to put them on your new bars. So I got these, they're called Get a Grip. They're straight from Harley Davidson. They're like $50. Super cool. We're getting off the highway here, so we're about to be at Motown Harley here in just a moment. So I got these handlebars and grips. One of my friends, his name is AJ. He's a cool guy. Went to high school with him. He rides motorcycles, but he helped me put these bars on, as we watched the YouTube video to kind of do it together. So, I got these bars on, and that's kind of pretty much all the parts I put on, like, really fast. Like, I put these on probably within the first, like, 6 to 7 months of me riding a motorcycle. Look at that guy. Cool guy. He got a street glide, man. So, the most important thing for me, like I said, was the comfort, okay? If I can't, there's no way I would have got to these 10K miles being uncomfortable, I promise you that. So, super comfort. And then, once I got all the comfortable stuff out the way, so I'm pretty sad. I probably won't change anything else on this bike, like, aesthetic-wise or looks. Like the bars I love, I probably would never change them. I'll probably just sell the bike with these bars on. The seat I'm comfortable with, but I might get a new seat, who knows. But everything else pretty much gonna stay the same. I'm definitely gonna change the grips. I wanna get heated grips, so definitely gonna change that. But outside of that, everything is pretty gonna stay the same. So the most recent thing that I got was my exhaust. Alright, I got a stage 1 done this past winter, which is basically it is just an exhaust. It is a full exhaust. It is an air cleaner, and you get a tuner to kind of put it all together. So because once you change your air cleaner, the air intake into your engine is way different, so you have to get a tuner done. You have to get a tune done, and once you get that tune done, it helps your motorcycle breathe better, helps like the gas efficiency, everything just kind of runs a lot better on your bike. So when I got this tune done, first, the biggest thing that I noticed was the increase in power. Like, I got a lot more torque and a little bit more horsepower. Alright, so the exhaust that I got was a S&S 2-in-1 Sidewinder exhaust, okay? S&S is really popular with Harleys. A lot of people get S&S that I've seen. Some people have been changing around. A lot of people have been really popular into Chrome Works lately. I gotta get around this guy real quick. The roads always confuse me, man. You never know what lane to turn a lane, and there's a lot of one-ways out here, so. But I got an S&S exhaust, and I got the Harley air cleaner. It's just a high flow ventilator, just because I know I'm probably gonna be going into the engine a little bit more, maybe just to get like a stage 2. I probably want to do nothing more than a stage 2. So yeah, it's always best to get the best air cleaner for your buck. So my air cleaner was about $350, I think, or something like that. The exhaust was like $1,000 or something like that. And then the tuner was like another $300, and I got that done. Stinger Harley Davidson helped me out with that. If you want to do it yourself, it's really not hard. I just wanted to get a dyno tune because Stinger was going to do the dyno as well. So, I think everybody should get a dyno tune because it helps your engine run. It gets the most out of the tune, makes it run the most efficiently. But I got it tuned this winter, and then it increased my engine power really well. So, I'm able to pass trucks a lot easier now with the stage 1. I think everybody should get at least stage 1. If you buy a bike, I mean, you can buy a bike and just keep it stock. Definitely can get but I think it's just really, really, really important to get like at least a stage 1 because it just helps a lot with like passing cars, gas mileage and stuff like that. But that is pretty much it. So I'm probably going to work on getting a stage 2 this winter. I'm probably going to get like a cam put in it, maybe to help my torque a little bit more than horsepower. Who knows? But I am pulling up now to Stinger Harley Davidson, as you can see. So we're going to pull in for service, and I am going to get my bike worked on. So I will see you guys later.